Hello there guys and welcome to the Theme Park Worldwide, and we're here at Lightwater Valley for episode 15 of the European Attractions Show. Coming up today in the show, I'm going to be bringing you the news from Paultons Park on a fantastic new themed area and 4D cinema for next season. We've got the Dreamland Margate refurbishment and how the park's been brought back to life as an old-fashioned theme park. Very sad news and more information on the Camelot theme park closure, which is quite a shame with that. Also, we're going to tell you about Time Machine, which is an exciting world first ride that opened just a few weeks ago back at Adventure Island in Southend. All that and much more, including shout outs and what's happening here on Theme Park Worldwide over winter. My name's Sean Sandbrook, this is Theme Park Worldwide, and welcome to Lightwater Valley Fireworks. Cue those titles. Now, Lightwater Valley first opened as a small farm attraction in 1969 and was founded by Robert Staveley, and that initially involved from a small farm to the theme park it currently is today. Now, the park features around 40 attractions, just like the one you can see behind me. It's got two main roller coasters. We've got the Ultimate and also the Treetops coaster. And now the park has also got a shopping village just outside, a restaurant and also falconry centre. So it's a nice little area. It's actually owned by Heritage Great Britain, attracts around 300,000 visitors per year, and also has two main events. You've got Frightwater Valley, which is the Halloween event that was on last week, and tonight, Nightwater Valley, the fantastic fireworks event. If you click at the bottom of your screen now, there you go, you'll see there's a link so you can watch the full fireworks show after you finish watching this week's episode of the European Attraction Show. So first up in UK theme park news, and that's news from Paultons Park and on a fantastic new themed area which is going to complement the 4D cinema for 2013. So Mark Taylor, who is the general manager of the park, has announced that the new 4D cinema will be showing Curse of Skull Rock, much like Drayton Manor showed a couple of years back in their 4D cinema. And believe it or not, the actual facade of the new area and 4D cinema is going to look very like the one at Drayton Manor. So we're going to see quite a resemblance with that just there. So it's been installed by Simworks, Special Effects Theatre. It's got the moving seats, the back prodders, the leg ticklers, things like that. It's going to be themed, so you can show other themed films. So does that hint maybe to a Christmas film going in there over the winter? Who knows? But the cinema itself is going to form part of a larger concept for the park, and it's going to be called Show Street, which is quite a nice name, and it's situated between just sort of past the Village of Life, so that'll be a nice area for it. And it's going to be all the warehouses, all themed with these great facades on, and that will look absolutely fantastic. Now also at the park we've got some small investments like a new medical centre for next year, brand new stylish ticket booths all the way at the front, and also themed paving all on the entrance plaza, replacing the tarmac. All little touches like that really make a theme park experience brilliant. So that's all part of phase 2 of the development. It's also revealed that the entrance area is going to be completely demolished to make way for new shops and themed restaurants. Great stuff over at Paultons Park. Now on to our second piece of news in the show, and that's from Hemingway Design, who are going to bring Dreamland back to life. Now, as you may know, Dreamland is a theme park that's been shut for a little while, which is in Morecambe, and that's set to reopen in the not so distant future. Now, Hemingway Design are going to be responsible for the overall design scheme for the park and also the branding for Dreamland when it opens. Now, it's not going to be opening as a normal theme park such as Lightwater Valley. It's going to be opening as sort of a museum for old theme park rides. So there's going to be rides there like the Grade 2 listed Scenic Railway roller coaster. That's been at Margate since 1920. And the park's also expected to house some amusement classics such as Southport's Caterpillar ride, Blackpool's Whip ride, and also the water chute from Rill. So some really classic rides going into this park. It'll be like a museum. We're not sure when it's expected to open, probably a couple of years' time when that'll be ready. So it's going to be one of a kind attraction. 16 rides have been confirmed for Dreamland Margate so far. Here on Theme Park Worldwide, we'll keep you up to date with what's going on. like bringing you this sort of sad news here on Theme Park Worldwide, but with this being quite big in the theme park industry, we thought we were going to have to tell you this. Camelot Theme Park, as you've all probably heard, has sadly come to the end of its 29 years of operation. Knights Leisure, who have made the decision to close the park, which is a shame really, because it was a really nice little park. You had Nightmare, which was a brilliant coaster there that was brought in 2007. Really good ride. Hopefully that will get relocated. There's lots of rumours about where it might go, but I would like to see it come here to Lightwater Valley. If you agree with me, send us a tweet at ThemeParkWW. There it is on your screen, or you can like our Facebook page on Theme Park Worldwide by searching in your search bar. Let us know what you think to that. Where do you think Nightmare from Camelot could go? Now the hotel at Camelot is owned by a separate company, so that is going to be remaining operational because it's like a hotel spa complex there. Now the general manager of the park said it's been a tough few years for Camelot, and also the recession's not helped, and also good TV coverage of the Olympics and also Jubilee celebrations has stopped people visiting over the peak time over the summer, which is a shame. Then he goes on to explain how he's thanked all the visitors who've come for 29 years and all the staff for their great work. So we're not too sure what's going to happen to the rides. Like I say, drop us a comment on what you think should happen to Nightmare Roller Coaster. That's all on the Camelot theme park closure. Now another sad piece of news now, while we're on the closures of Camelot, we've also got the closure of a classic Blackpool Pleasure Beach attraction, the park's monorail. Now I absolutely love monorails. I know it sounds a bit silly, but the monorail at Pleasure Beach really good, took you all around the park, much like the train ride. It's a shame that that's actually going to be closing. Now the monorail has actually been in service since 1966, so it's been around at the Pleasure Beach for quite a while. So the visitor experience has changed quite a lot since it opened, numerous times in fact, and it did open as Europe's first commercial monorail system. Now in the early days, the monorail acted merely as a transport system. It used to have 3 stations, one at the casino building, one at the seafront, and also one at the overpass. Now only the final station has been in use for the last decade, so that means the monorail was more of a ride to look at the theming around the park and the other attractions, as well as providing great filming advantages and views of the big one roller coaster. So sadly that's going to be leaving the park, which is a big shame. And also Holiday Rock FM, which is the park's audio system, like their own radio station, that's also leaving the park. So we've got 2 things leaving, which is quite a shame. But also in the next show, on episode 16 of the European Attraction Show, we're going to bring you an update on how Wallace and Gromit, the awesome new ride replacing Goldmine, is coming on for next year. That's all for ride closures, enough of that depressing stuff, and now it's on to more news. Close season may have just set in, but I thought we've heard some brilliant reviews on this brand new ride at Adventure Island that opened over the summer, so we had to bring them to you here on the show. Now the brand new world first attraction, custom made for Adventure Island in Southend, is the Time Machine. Now the Time Machine is a high intensity, high speed thrill ride, and it's an experience that is guaranteed to leave you breathless. That's taken from the website. How exciting does that sound, guys? Now it just makes you a little bit dizzy because it seats 16 people in the crossways like this, and you experience around 3.7 G, which is quite a lot for a thrilling flat ride. Now in the 90-second ride experience, the passenger actually hangs upside down for most of the time, and it's covered in 27,000 LED bulbs. Now we've heard brilliant reviews from enthusiasts who've been down. The park is closed now for winter, reopens again in the February half term and also all of next summer. Get yourself down there. They've also got a Gus Law Eurofighter, so a brilliant park to go and check out, and we're told that the Time Machine would cost around £3 to £4 million. I don't really believe that fact, but the park manager said that's how much it would cost for a similar park to install that. So that's a nice new custom ride down at Adventure Island. Now our next piece of theme park news is on a fantastic new development happening at Alton Towers Resort for 2014, and this is the long-awaited Resort Village attraction, which is set to open just outside the Alton Towers hotels. Now it's going on car parks O&P. It's been named as the Alton Towers Resort Village in the planning documents. It's going to feature 2 phases, phase 1 in 2014, phase 2 in 2015. In total, 150 accommodation units. So there's a number of different styles of unit that will be featured on site, ranging from the double lodges to holes. Now, themed holes will sleep 4 people, and then you've got each lodge that will sleep 5 people. So the site's also going to include themed landscaping, water play areas, and also water features. Here's a look at the concept art in the planning documents for the Alton Towers Resort Village accommodation. Looking absolutely awesome there, and I'm sure all the enthusiasts will meet up there once the lodges open in 2014 and 15. So the story is, really loving this story, based on myths and legends, and indeed the increasing popularity of children's adventure stories and fairy tales. The theme is one which has certain visual elements attached to it, conjuring up images of accommodation in a far-off magical land that one might dream of staying on a holiday. Sounds very, if I dare say, Disney-fied, but that's going to be absolutely fantastic. We like the whole fairy tale theme. So along with that exciting news, obviously we've got SW7, which is coming on really well, and they've also updated the 10-year development plan to include details on 2 more large-scale rides expected to be roller coasters, one of which opening in 2016 and another for 2019. And the exciting part of this in the development plan is that one of them is expected to cross the valley between Dark Forest and Forbidden Valley. Will that be the Cross Valley wooden coaster? It might finally come. It could be John Wardley's last ride. Who knows? Drop us your thoughts at Theme Park WW. There it is on your screen now. Hello and welcome to European Theme Park News here on the European Attraction Show. Now, we haven't really got much European news to tell you, but we can tell you more about what's coming up on the channel with sort of associated with European theme parks. First off, this time next month we're going to be at Disneyland Paris filming a special episode of the European Attraction Show. And now Disneyland Paris has got a completely rebranded Christmas for this year. Obviously it's the 20th anniversary of the park, and they've also confirmed that the anniversary is going to be extended all throughout 2013 as well. And that means another chance to capture Disney Dreams, the nighttime spectacular. And they've also got brand new decorations all on Main Street USA. Instead of having the blue candlesticks all the way down, this year they're having sort of a bit like Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. They're having the garlands and stuff all the way across Main Street. They've also got the updated parade for Christmas, some new costumes and floats and stuff like that. So obviously it's going to be a perfect time to see Disney Dreams. We're going to be bringing a full 1080p HD video of Disney Dreams, and also every other ride at Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney Studios Park here on the channel. Tell you more about that in our next section. And then also you've got a brand new Christmas tree lighting ceremony which will be happening on Town Square. So also, if you're talking about Christmas at the European parks, Portaventura, brand new show for this year, Champions on Ice. You've also got the Saloon Show, which has been updated, the Bird Show, which is in Polynesia, and also Christmas over in the Mexican Canteen. Going to be a brilliant Christmas event, lots of new theming as well for this year we've been promised, and we're hoping to get out there for the event in early January. I'll let you know more about that in our next episode of the show. That's all for your European theme park news here on Theme Park Worldwide. Hello and welcome to Shoutouts here on Theme Park Worldwide. But before I mention them, just like I touched on a second ago in our European news section, what's going on over the channel over winter? Now, a lot of you have been asking what's happening to the European Attraction Show over winter. Well, the good news is it's going to be staying on, except episodes from our next episode on the 26th of November. It's going to be sort of every 3 weeks instead. Obviously there's not as much news going on, but we're going to be bringing you construction updates on various new attractions, SW7, Blackpool, stuff like that. some closed season updates. Also, we're going to be at Disney filming both parks, as I just said. New on and off ride videos from many theme parks like Light Towards Valley, Flamingo Land, now closed Camelot theme park, Alton Towers, Chessington. It's all coming up on the channel. We've got a very exciting winter coming up. We're actually going to be putting on more videos over winter than we have been throughout the year. So we've got a big backlog of videos, but you're all going to absolutely love. On-ride POVs, some brilliant coasters, shows at the parks, things like that. It's going to get very exciting. So our next episode of the European Attraction Show is going to be our special closed season review. We're going to be telling you our highlights of the year, looking back on old episodes of the European Attraction Show and things like that, and how Theme Park Worldwide first started at the start of the year from Sandbrook Productions. That's coming up on the channel on the 26th of November. Now on to the shout outs for the show, and the first shout out goes to Amber Fenton, who's absolutely awesome. Hello to Hannah Sutcliffe, Luke Emery, Sophie Hollins, Michael Knight, Amy Benson, Sarah Clellan, Laura Sackett, and also everyone I worked with at Alton Towers Resort in 2012. We're looking forward to another exciting season next year. I hope you've enjoyed episode 15 here from Lightwater Valley Theme Park. Join us on November the 26th for our end of season review, telling you everything and our favourite moments throughout 2012 season, both at Alton Towers, Portaventura, Lightwater Valley, Flamingo Land, Drayton Manor, wherever we've been this year in our review, and also telling you a bit more about what's coming up over winter from Disneyland Paris. That's all from me. My name is Sean Sandbrook. Send us your tweets at ThemeParkWW. There it is on your screen. Also like our Facebook page, Theme Park Worldwide. Send in your shout outs and magic moments for episode 16 of the show. That's all here from Lightwater Valley. I'm going to end the show now on a bit of footage of tonight's fireworks. If you want to watch it, click on the link at the bottom and you can watch the full show. That's bye from me. Hope you enjoyed Theme Park Worldwide and have a brilliant close season. Bye guys, cue those titles.